You too can become the man you've always dreamed of by taking advantage of the freely available info on the internet. And no, having 135 IQ or being super talented isn't on my list of ways to get ahead of 99% of people. Any Joe with enough sense to consistently apply these principles will see results. But you're probably too lazy to watch this video without scrolling to the comments or switching tabs. Ignore those notifications and focus on this video for a few minutes. Will you break the cycle? Let's get into it. Number 10. Set clear goals and write them down. First, you need to know what you want. When I was in high school, I was all over the place. I had no idea what I wanted to do, but it occurred to me. What if I moved my goals from the realm of ideas onto the physical here and now? I'd probably have a clearer picture of them. Then I started writing down my goals. I kept it simple at first. Stuff like get an A in math class or run a mile every day. Seeing my goals on paper made them feel real. It gave me something to work towards every day. Tip: grab a notebook and write down your top 3 goals. Make sure they're specific and measurable. Instead of writing get fit, write lose 10 pounds in 3 months. It makes a huge difference. Number 9. Develop a morning routine. Now let's talk about mornings. For the longest time, I would wake up late, rush through my morning, and start my day feeling stressed. On the other end of it, I'd wake up and check my social media. Did I finally get a response from Alicia? Boy, I hope she didn't air me again. As you can imagine, the results for my days were as random as they started. Then I decided to create a morning routine. It didn't happen overnight, but gradually I started waking up earlier and earlier. I do a bit of exercise and spend some time executing the plans I made the night before. I speak more on this point in number 3, as you'll find out good habits often lead to more good habits. Keep watching to learn how they compound. Tip: try waking up 30 minutes earlier than usual. Use that time to do something positive. Read a book, meditate, exercise. I'd also recommend you spend 15 minutes before bed each night and plan for the next day. It sets the tone for the rest of the day and makes you feel accomplished right from the start. Number 8. Focus on consistency, not perfection. When I was younger, I used to wait until everything was perfect before starting something. But guess what? Perfection doesn't exist. What really matters is consistency. Several great men have spoken to this point, and I must confess, it's a great contributor to my own success in life. Winston Churchill said perfection is the enemy of progress. It is a manifestation of the spirit of fear. You know what to do and how to do it, but that voice begins to doubt your ability to get it done right. But the truth is, done is better than perfect. So I decided to run anyway. When I decided to start running, I wasn't great at it. Some days I could barely run half a mile, but I stuck with it. And little by little, I improved. Tip: whatever your goal is, commit to working on it every day. Even if it's just for 10 minutes. Over time, those 10 minutes add up and you'll see major progress. Number 7. Learn continuously. One of the best ways to get ahead is to keep learning. After high school, I realized that learning doesn't stop at graduation. I started reading books, watching educational videos, and taking online courses. The more I learned, the more opportunities I saw around me. Tip: make a habit of learning something new every day. It could be reading a chapter of a book, watching a TED Talk, or even learning a new skill on YouTube. Knowledge is power. Number 6. Network and build relationships. For a long time, I thought success was all about working hard by myself. I learned that building relationships is just as important. Networking isn't about using people. It's about creating genuine connections. I remember attending a seminar and meeting a lot of like-minded people. Those connections opened doors for me that I never knew existed. Much like point number 2, you can't build an empire all by yourself. Keep watching to learn how I successfully did this. Tip: go to events, join clubs, or even engage in online communities related to your interests. Don't be afraid to reach out and introduce yourself. You never know where it might lead. Number 5. Stay healthy. It's hard to get ahead if you're not feeling your best. When I started taking my health seriously, everything else improved. I had more energy and better focus, and I was even happier overall. I started with small changes like drinking more water, eating more fruits and vegetables, and getting enough sleep. Tip: make your health a priority. Start with one small change. Maybe it's drinking an extra glass of water a day, or going to bed 30 minutes earlier. Supplement with magnesium and L-theanine for better sleep. These small changes add up and make a big difference over time. Number 4, embrace failure. Failure used to scare me. I thought if I failed at something, it meant I wasn't good enough. But I learned that failure is just a part of the journey. Every time I failed, I learned something new. It's like the old saying, fail forward. Tip: don't be afraid to fail. Try new things, take risks, and if you fail, learn from it and move on. Each failure is a stepping stone to success. Number 3, manage your time wisely. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but it's how we use them that makes the difference. I used to waste a lot of time on social media and watching TV. Then I started tracking how I spent my time and made some changes. I began prioritizing tasks that brought me closer to my goals. I would take this more seriously. Think of your life as little packets of time. How you spend these little packets determines how your life will turn out. I strongly recommend using time tracking apps to monitor your use of time. Tip: try tracking your time for a week. See where you're spending it and make adjustments. Focus on high impact activities that move you toward your goals. Number 2, surround yourself with positive influences. In point 6, I spoke about growing a network. I'm sure you asked yourself, how do I go about it? Well, you're in luck, because it's quite simple really. The people you spend time with have a huge impact on your mindset and motivation. I used to hang out with people who were negative and brought me down. We would sit on the couch all day drinking, playing video games, and smoking joints. As you would guess, this took me nowhere. Once I started surrounding myself with positive, motivated people, my outlook changed, and I felt more challenged to make something out of my life. Tip: take a look at your social circle. Are the people around you lifting you up or bringing you down? Make an effort to spend more time with positive influences. Number 1, take action. Finally, none of this matters if you don't take action. I used to plan and plan but never actually do anything. Once I started taking action, even small steps, things started happening. Don't wait for the perfect moment, just start. A dream without action will quickly turn into a nightmare of regrets in the future. Tip: take action today. Pick one tip from this article and start implementing it. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll see results. That's it for this video. Now get off your bum, go out, and conquer. Peace. It's not easy, but it's quite simple really. Since most people are addicted to the lazy life, now you've got a chance to literally go and bring your dreams into the world. You've got this. Start today, and you'll be ahead of 99% of the people in no time.